Sir, you are not audible.
Still, I'm not audible.
Yes, sir. Now we can audible to you.
Okay. Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we start with the session? Or
Yes, sir.
anyone is still pending to join the session?
Yes, yes, sir. They are joining, so we can start the class because timing is over.
Okay, fine, no problem.
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, let me introduce myself. Uh, I am myself Neeraj Thakur. Okay, actually, I am having 8 years of experience in pharmacovigilance. I have worked in many big companies like Cognizant, Tata Consultancy Services, and IQVA. Okay, so there I work in all the inter process of the pharmacovigilance from the ICSR. Okay, in the literature. Okay, I worked as a subject matter expert and I have trained many new joinees. Okay, in the process, I have worked as a quality reviewer. So I have gone through many roles in the pharmacovigilance. Okay, so may I know all who have joined, those have completed their bachelor's or still in last year or any last semester?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have completed my Master of Pharmacy and
Okay,
I am assistant professor in Career Point University.
okay. Yes, someone also tried to speak in. Can you please speak up? So just please try to make this session as interactive. Okay, so it will be helpful for you, everyone. So we will be able to understand each and everything. Okay, so miss in terms of background, okay, and everything. So please try to be vocal, okay, and try to be interactive. Okay, so we'll make this session uh, very interactive. Okay, yes. So we will start with the session. Miss, what is pharmacovigilance? Okay, so may I know from you all what is your understanding about pharmacovigilance? Yes, anyone from you all. What do you know about pharmacovigilance? Have you ever heard about pharmacovigilance from your colleagues, your friends, your seniors?
Can I, sir?
Yes, yes, sure.
Sir, mainly pharmacovigilance is the study of detection of adverse drugs reaction present inside a tablet, or when a patient taking a tablet, there are 4 steps that ADME process is there: absorption,
Yes,
distribution, excretion, and metabolism. Okay, sir.
right.
Okay. When the tablet goes through these 4 phases, na, then there will be a chance of adverse drug reaction in our body. That is the main concept of pharmacovigilance, sir.
Okay, great. Any another answer? Even if it's wrong, then no issue. Just please try to answer. I just wanted to check your understanding. What is your understanding regarding the pharmacovigilance? What do you know about pharmacovigilance? Okay, no problem. I will just go with the definition of pharmacovigilance. Okay, so we will just break this pharmacovigilance. Okay, so what does miss in the Greek terminology, pharmakon means drug. Okay, pharmakon means drug, and vigilance means to have a watch, means watchfulness. Okay, so we just need to have a watch on the drug after taking, after consuming drug by the patient. We just monitor. Okay, we need to be vigilant if that drug the patient is consuming is safe. Okay, or that drug is causing any adverse drug reaction. Okay, so just tell me one thing. uh, Here everyone has gone through the COVID outbreak, right? So may I know from you all who has taken the vaccines, both doses, or
Yes.
anyone missed the dose, any means not taken any vaccines, and, and still survived from the COVID. So the thing is, we all have taken the vaccine. Okay, different vaccine. So so I just wanted to go back and just think that after taking the vaccine, what you all experienced. Just share your experience after taking the first dose or the second dose of the vaccine. What you felt, what you experienced. Yes, just be vocal. Try to speak up. I just want to have answers from you so that it will be helpful for me also.
Sir, as per my experience,
Yes.
little bit suffering from minor fever, like
Okay.
that, sir.
Great.
That much, sir.
Yes. Yes. May I know your name?
Sir, Devi Prasad.
Devi Prasad. Okay. So like Devi Prasad just share his experience. Okay. So has gone. Many of us has gone through the low grade fever, high grade fever. Okay. Some experience chills. Okay. Some experience headache. Okay. So these all are the adverse event. So these all are the known adverse event of that vaccine. Okay. So likewise, after consuming any drug. Okay, if we are getting any adverse event or adverse drug reaction. Okay, so we just need to monitor those, and we just need to report to the particular regulatory authority. Okay, so they will stop the uh, production or maybe the usage, okay, of that particular drug. Okay, and so that uh, many adverse drug reaction can be stopped. So these headache, fever, okay, these all are the known and very small adverse events. Okay, so many has experienced any heart related issue. Okay, um, many experience problem in breathing. Okay, so there were many serious adverse drug reaction also. Okay, some of them are life threatening. Okay, so many of them died because of those adverse event. Okay, so we just need to find out those, and we just need to report to the regulatory authority. Okay, so they will just look in to all the adverse drug reaction with the particular drug, and furthermore they will try to manage that risk. Okay, so if in future they could stop the any hampering of that drug. Okay, so I just I just would like to tell you about the history of the pharmacovigilance. Okay, so this is the many of us have heard about the thalidomide disaster or thalidomide tragedy. Has anyone heard this thalidomide tragedy?
Yes, sir, I know about it.
Okay, Sorry.
Phytomelia and improper developing of limbs.
Okay, can you little bit louder? Your voice is not clear.
Improper developing of limbs, forelimbs, hind limbs.
Okay, great. So what happened in the late 1960s? Okay, means till the 1960s there were no any monitoring or any pharmacovigilance kind of thing. Okay, so what happened in the late 1960s means it started in 1956. Okay, basically what happened in the some part of the UK, okay, and Germany. So this thalidomide has been prescribed to many pregnant women, okay, in the first trimester. And just this thalidomide is prescribed in the indication of morning sickness, okay, nausea and vomiting. So these are the symptoms that are people are sorry the women, pregnant women are experiencing in the first trimester. Okay, so in the first trimester they have prescribed this thalidomide, okay, to mitigate these symptoms. Okay, but what happened in this duration, almost 20% of the children uh, born, so those born with the congenital anomaly called phocomelia. Okay, like someone just told, there is means phocomelia means there is a shortening of the limbs. Okay, means uh, your legs and your hands is just shortened. Okay, you are just born with the that phocomelia. Okay, so post that this the regulatory authority of the United Kingdom and Germany, that is EMA, okay, European Medical Agency. So they have started this term pharmacovigilance. Okay, so they have started. Yes, sir.
Are you on the same page, cover page only?
Yes. We are just discussing about the
Uh-huh.
pharmacovigilance, okay, and the history
Okay.
of the pharmacovigilance. Okay.
Okay.
So, so from then they have started this pharmacovigilance. Okay, and currently in all the world, the EMA is the European agency. Okay, and for US that is FDA. For India it is CDSCO. For Australia it is TGA. Okay, so these all are the different regulatory authorities. Okay. So we will move to the next slide. That is the introduction to clinical trials. So all are from uh, pharma background, right? So you all must know about the these clinical trials, right? So can yes. So can anyone please briefly tell me about what is clinical trial? So means when you are going to the pharmacovigilance interview. Okay, so this is the first question your interviewer going to ask you. Okay, what is the pharmacovigilance? What do you know about what is clinical trial, and what do you know about the clinical trials? Okay, so I just like to give you the brief introduction about the clinical trials. So here in the if we found any chemical entity, okay, so after 5 to 10,000 of the chemical compound, we just get only one chemical entity. Okay, that is the chemical compound. So we just need to taste in vitro and in vivo. Okay, so you all must be knowing about what is the in vitro and in vivo testing. Okay, so once that chemical compound pass through this all in vitro and in vivo testing, okay, so that uh, then they need to apply for the IND application. Okay, so in the after the IND application, so that chemical entity, or we can say chemical compound, or we can say a particular drug. So they just get the approval to test that particular drug into the healthy human volunteers. Okay, so in the phase 1 of the clinical trials, what happened? So that particular molecule drug, they just test in the first 10 healthy volunteers. Okay, if that test means, if they find that that particular drug is safe, okay, and if it is if effective to all those 10 patients, then they move to the phase 2 of the clinical trial. Here they just give the drug to the 100 healthy volunteers. They just assess uh, all the safety and efficacy of that drug. Okay, is any patient experiencing any side effect, okay, because of that drug? Okay, so once this phase 2 get completed, then they will try to test that molecule into the thousands of healthy volunteers. Okay, and if the that phase number get passed, okay, so they apply for the uh, new drug application, okay, to FDA. Once they got the approval from FDA that it's safe, okay, so then the production of that drug started, and that particular drug will be prescribed by the physician, and later the patient will consume that drug. Okay, so once the drug uh, comes in the market in the form of tablet, capsule, okay, or any dosage form, okay, so patients start consuming the drug. Okay, and after consuming of the drug, the next step, the last step of the clinical trial comes into the picture. That is the post marketing surveillance. Okay, PMS, or a post marketing monitoring, or we can say pharmacovigilance. Okay, so here in the pharmacovigilance, we are going to learn the next slide, what is the definition of pharmacovigilance and what exactly we are going to do in the pharmacovigilance. Okay, so we'll move to the next slide. So that is the introduction of the pharmacovigilance. So just now in the start of the session, I think yes, one of you just tell me about what is the pharmacovigilance. So what is the pharmacovigilance? The science and activities relating to the detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse effect or any other drug related problem. Okay, so what is detection? Who will detect that adverse event? Okay, so in clinical trial, the one who is going to take the this clinical trial, that is the investigator, who that person is going to detect that adverse event in the clinical trials. And post the post the clinical trial, once the drug comes into the market, then after that, anyone, means physician, the one who is prescribing the drug, okay, or the patient, okay, or any healthcare professional person who can detect those drugs, and they can report it to the particular agency. Okay, then the next step is the assessment. Who is going to perform the assessment of this adverse event? Okay, so the investigator or any healthcare professional, okay, they are going to assess those adverse events and that problem due to the drug. Okay, or if there is another reason. Okay, if that adverse event is because of that particular drug, or having any another issue. Okay, then the third is the understanding. Okay, so who is going to assess those okay, so the reporter, maybe the physician, okay, the healthcare professional, or any safety specialist, Okay, those are involved in the understanding of the adverse event and the drug related problems. Okay, and in the prevention, so we just need to proactively assess those adverse event. Okay, and those we have already reported to the regulatory authority. We just need to uh, uh, prevent those adverse event. Okay, means in future, if that adverse event is still persists, so it will harm many of the human beings. Okay, so that the prevention will be done by the regulatory authority. Okay, so they will assess all those data uh, for that particular drug, and if that is hampering to the healthy humans, so they will just uh, ban those particular drugs from the market. Okay, and there will be no production and no selling and no consumption of the drug. Okay, till here we are fine. uh, Anyone is having doubts or any questions, feel free to ask anything. Okay, even lame question also you can ask to me, no issue.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, please tell me.
Pharmacovigilance is a post-marketing uh, will be done after post-marketing or before after.
Yes, means throughout the means the journey of the drug. Okay, the thing is that we are just monitoring those on very limited healthy volunteers. Okay, it's like I just showed in the previous slide. Okay, so here see, we are monitoring on only 10 healthy human volunteers in the phase 1. Okay, then in phase 2 we are monitoring on 100 peoples. Okay, and in phase 3 uh, there are thousands people. Okay, but what after the drug reaches into the many millions, or maybe in billions of the people started consuming of the drug, means like just take the example of the vaccine. Okay, billions of people took that vaccine. Okay, so what after taking that vaccine? Okay, so who will going to monitor? Okay, so after this process, after this clinical trial, once we get the approval, once the patient started consuming that particular tablet, capsule, okay, or vaccine you can say. Okay, so the main process of pharmacovigilance comes after that. So there is a huge number of patients started consuming that drug for various indication of that particular product. Okay, so after that we just need to look into their adverse event. Okay, so mostly the pharmacovigilance process comes after that. This before that, uh, the study is done on very few peoples. Okay, I hope I answer your question. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Anyone having any doubts or any question? You can ask, or else we can move to the next slide. Okay, so why pharmacovigilance? So before starting to this slide, uh, are we going in a means good speed? Okay, if my speed is a bit fast, so you can ask me to go a little slow. Okay, and if it's too slow, you can ask me to just be more faster. Okay, or else you can ask me to just bit slow down. Anything is fine. Just you can please pitch in and help me know my speed. Okay, fine. So why pharmacovigilance? So preventing harm to the patient. Okay, after consuming the drug, many people started
Sir,
experience.
please add.
Yes, yes, tell me.
Hello, sir. Excuse me. Sir, please add second slide.
This
Sir, please add second slide.
this slide. Hello.
Can you log off and log in again?
Okay, is there any network issue or any lagness?
Maybe
I
some
think
lagging. Just log out and log in again.
can can anyone please confirm is everyone is facing the same issue or that particular user is facing this issue?
We are on the front page only.
Okay. Can everyone please confirm?
Now
If
fifth screen, fifth slide. Yes.
okay. Payal ma'am, can you please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Fifth slide is showing here.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So just now.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It's showing. Fourth slide is
Okay,
showing.
okay. Okay. Everyone, can you please confirm? Or still facing any issue?
It's working now.
Okay, fine. So we'll move to the next point. Okay. So why pharmacovigilance? Okay. So it will prevent harms to patient. Okay. So if we keep monitoring, so we will help preventing. Okay. So if any adverse event happening to the any patient, so that we can stop. Okay. The next is identifying new information about hazard associated with the medicine. Okay, sometimes it may happen that we may not knowing the another side effect of that particular medicine. Okay, so it will help us to understand another new information. Okay, the next is elevating human suffering. So same like if any human is suffering from any adverse event, so that we can help him to elevate that uh, adverse event. Then it will reduce disease related economical cost. Okay, so like this all process, the research and development process, this all the clinical trial process, it's approximately takes up to 13 to 15 years. Okay, and this will cost that particular company in crores. Okay, so after the successfully got approval from FDA, so once that product comes into the market, so they need to invest those money into production of that particular medicine. Okay, so that we can help to reduce. Okay, and again the disease related cost also uh, it can be reduced. It will help to the monitoring of the drug. Okay, so we can monitor uh, the drug. Okay, what are all the different side effects of the drug? Okay, what is the drug working? Is it effective or it's not effective? Okay, so it will help to check the efficacy of the drug. Okay, in many of the patient it will not work. Okay, so that we will be able to understand. Okay, then the last is the drug surveillance. Like that, uh, we are able to have a watch on the drug. Okay, how it's working. So that is the drug surveillance. Then the next thing is that who will report those adverse event. Okay, so suppose if you experience suppose that you are taking any paracetamol tablet, okay, and you started experiencing nausea and vomiting, okay, those all are the uh, means known adverse event of that paracetamol. Okay, so who will going to report those adverse events? Okay, so that that should be reported by your prescribed physician. Okay, the one who has prescribed you paracetamol, that person, the doctor, he can report that adverse event on behalf of you. Okay, or any big hospital, they can report those adverse event, or any pharmaceutical company. Okay, so through the medical representative, you can report those adverse event, or any pharmacist or nurse. Okay, those via those people you can report those adverse event. Okay, the next thing, not only you as a patient, but your friends, your relatives. Okay, those people also can report those adverse event. Okay, in short, anyone, okay, the person is consuming that drug, okay, or the person knowing the patient or observing the event can report the adverse event. So if you search on the Google, okay, so uh, any for example, paracetamol, take any example of paracetamol, okay, and just add that brand name, and just search with the adverse event reporting form. Okay, just download that form for your knowledge purpose, then you will be able to understand how to report that adverse event. So in case in future, if you experience any adverse event, or if you find some person is having some adverse event, okay, so in that scenario you will be able to report those adverse event. Then the next is what should be reported. Okay, what should be reported via the adverse event. Okay, so for new drugs, okay, so likewise we have seen in the previous slides. Okay, when a new drugs comes, okay, we just need to thoroughly have watch on that drug, okay, that newly coming drug. Okay, so for new drugs, all suspected reaction, including the minor and mild severity adverse event, should be reported. Is any minor to minor, like headache, like nausea, like vomiting, okay, we need to report that adverse event. Okay, and for the established that drug has passed through all these phases, okay, that drug is very well known drug. Okay, so for the drug we need to report all the serious, unexpected and unusual adverse drug reaction. Okay, and if there is any change in the frequency of the given reaction, okay, increase in frequency of event of vomiting for a particular drug. Okay, so like I said, uh, again we take the example of paracetamol. You're taking one paracetamol tablet, okay, and again you started having vomiting, okay, with the particular drug. So that also we just need to report. Okay, then all suspected drug reaction, drug food reaction, drug food supplement interaction. So these all also we need to report. So sometimes it happens that that particular event, it's not because of your drug. Okay, maybe that is because of the another drug you are taking with together. Suppose you are taking any antacid, okay, and you are taking any drug, okay, so that will cause the drug interaction, or sometimes drug food interaction also there. Okay, so if you are taking any food, okay, and that is causing the drug food interaction, maybe that's that is not because of the drug. Okay, that is not the side effect or the adverse drug effect of that drug, but because of the drug food reaction it's happening. Okay, that also we need to report, so that it will be helpful for us to understand what is the exact cause of that adverse event. Okay, then adverse drug reaction associated with the drug withdrawals. Okay, so for example, uh, you were on suppose any steroidal um, medicine. Okay, for example, your doctor told you to complete that dose for 3 months. Okay, so they will just give you in the first month, they will just give you 20 mg of that particular dose. Okay, then the second month they will just reduce to 10 mg, and the third month they will reduce to 5 mg. Okay, so this is the pattern of the steroidal drug. Okay, so after the 3 months you stop that drug. Okay, so after stopping that drug, after withdrawing that drug, are you experiencing any adverse drug reaction? Okay, so that also we need to report. Okay, sometimes in many patients this happen. Okay, then the next is adverse drug reaction due to medication error. For example, the drug was prescribed intravenously, but the patient took the drug subcutaneously. Okay, so this happened many times. Okay, so we just need to report that particular adverse drug reaction. Okay, due to medication error. There are many different types of medication error. We are going to learn those medication error. Okay, off-label use. There are lots of things that we are going to uh, learn in the uh, next modules. Okay, then the last is the adverse drug reaction due to lack of efficacy or suspected pharmaceutical defect. For example, a drug was showing the effects, but suddenly the new batch of the drug failed to show any efficacy. So uh, suppose that you are taking any uh, cup syrup. Okay, and that cough syrup started showing uh, lack of effect. Means previously you used to take that cough syrup and your cough used to elevate. Okay, but now uh, that is not showing the that much effect. So this is just the example. You can take any pharmaceutical medicine for as an example. Okay, so if you are taking any drug and it will start showing the effect, so that also we need to report. So the next and the last slide. Okay, so the what is the exact process of the pharmacovigilance? Okay, so there are many things after the slides. Okay, we are going to discuss, but as the time concern, we have only 1 hour for this demo. Okay, so we will discuss the remaining things after the completion of this slide. So the last thing is that process of pharmacovigilance. Okay, so totally there are 4 process of the pharmacovigilance. Okay, the first process is AE study report, that is the individual case safety report. So as a fresher, if you get opportunity in pharmacovigilance field, so you will be uh, joined as a ICSR case, means joined in the ICSR, individual case safety report. So here what happens? So we just need to uh, process individually particular case. So for example, we are receiving a particular case of XYZ person. So we just need to assess that case. We just need to monitor those uh, case. Okay, only we will be working on the particular case from the one patient. There we will get all the information of that patient, uh, the drug that patient is taking, the adverse event the patient experiencing. Okay, if there is any causal relationship between the drug and the events. Okay, so that we all need to study and we need to report in the particular database. So there are all different types of database Argus, RSG. Okay, so we need to uh, assess those information, and on our medical judgment we need to upload that medical information into the database. Okay, so that for that particular patient one case will be created. Okay, so here all adverse event, both serious and unexpected, are subject to expedite reporting. So here uh, that is called the SUSAR, suspected unexpected serious adverse reaction. Okay, so that needs to expedite on the urgent basis, because that maybe that's if that case is meeting the SUSAR criteria, then we need to report that case very urgently to the regulatory authority, so that on the urgent basis regulatory authority can take the decision regarding that particular drug. Okay, so in day-to-day life, after means in the first ICSR process in or in the case processing phase of the pharmacovigilance, day in day out we are working on various reports, that is individual case safety reports. Then the next is the aggregate reporting. So all those reports we have studied in the first step, we need to cumulative study, we need to perform the cumulative study of those reports. Okay, that is called the aggregate reporting. Then the next step is the signal detection. If we find any signal, okay, if we able to understand in the aggregate reporting, uh, a person is a group of person is taking a particular medicine and they have started experiencing a very typical adverse reaction, for example a liver damage. Okay, so you can take the example of the nimesulide. Okay, so many of the peoples, we are taking the nimesulide. Okay, and aggregately means we are studying those data, and we are able to found that after taking the nimesulide, the many patients started experiencing the liver damage. Okay, so that process is called as the signal detection. Okay, so here we detect the signal and we inform those signals to the regulatory authorities, and in the last step the risk should be managed. Okay, and this risk should be managed by the regulatory authorities. They will guide us, or they will just ban those drug from the market. Okay, for that particular adverse events, if they found that this drug is causing particular adverse drug reaction, so they will immediately take action as a risk management.
So,
Okay,
so
so
your slide is on the fourth only. You stuck on a fourth slide only.
no, I am on the sixth slide.
You are
Can I
able to see the fourth only.
just let me reshare the screen? Okay,
Sure.
are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so I was just discussing about the process of pharmacovigilance. Okay,
Okay.
so anyone is having doubts in the process of the pharmacovigilance? Do you have any questions,
No.
or you want me to
No.
repeat those slides? Slide number 5 and 6, you want me to repeat? So I will repeat those slides.
You can proceed, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So any question till here? Or else I will continue.
Yeah, you can continue.
Please continue.
Okay, so so this is just the demo. Okay, so in this course we are going to discuss the entire process of the pharmacovigilance. Means what we are going to do in the first step, that is the ICSR steps. Okay, means when you are going to join in the company, so means from on which database you are going to work. Okay, that will be uh, cover in this all the modules. Okay, is from the database overview, what you are going to assess the adverse event, what actions you are going to take on, how to write narratives. Okay, each and everything will be uh, uh, taught to you. Okay, in detail way in terms of all the modules. Okay, and before that I will be helping you with the all the interview preparation. So what is going to be asked in the interview? Okay, what you need to focus and which questions and which topics mostly you need to prepare. Okay, so that is going to be help. Okay, from the uh, day one. Okay, so if you are getting any call from any company for the pharmacovigilance, okay, I will be definitely helping you in the job openings in various companies. Okay, for freshers. So uh, there is what is the interview process in that particular company. So we will be helping you how to prepare, what to prepare, how to approach aptitude test, how to crack your HR interview, how to crack your technical interviews. Okay, so all the information will be given. So and your mock test will be taken. Means we will try to train you on each and every uh, question that is going to be asked in the interview. Okay, apart from that, I will be definitely helping you in improving your communication skill. Okay, so if we get time, means so if we are completing our modules in means in only 1.5 hour, okay, and we have half an hour spare. Okay, so we can uh, focus on improving our communication skill. Okay, so how to crack interview, how to uh, introduce yourself in the interview. So likewise, I'm going to help in the this all 1.5 months.
Okay.
Do you have any doubts or any questions? You can ask to me. Pile ma'am, you want to discuss or share anything?
Yes. So this is the number you can contact for if you wanted to be join the courses. Okay. Contact this number or you can have a mail on this ID. Okay. That's it.
Okay. Thank you all for joining this session.
Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye. Happy weekend.